Sally ho, Panzer people, and welcome back to Metal Thunder, the AC-130 gunship game that lets you slap whatever you want onto your gunship. Now, one of the recent updates added the ability to modify the game in any way you see fit. You can change everything from health, damage, spawn count, enemy speed, armor, and all sorts of other things. There's even an endless mode. But I wanted to find out one thing. You see, this game has a fair amount of weapons. We've got cannons, we've got rotary cannons, we've got rockets, we've got missiles, we've got bombs, and we've got war crimes. But what I really want to know is, can we take the starting default 30mm gun and turn it into an absolute beast? In other words, can we complete a mission using only this gun? Well, let's find out. But what about the exact opposite? What if we had just one gun? Alright, we got our 30 that we started off with before. We're all familiar with the 30mm. And I'm just going to upgrade this as much as humanly possible. We're going to go with damage first, because we are going to need that later on. And then we're going to go with fire rate. And I really just want to see exactly how far we can push this one gun. Alright, max ammo. As we saw before, with just a couple of upgrades, this can already shoot faster than the Gatling. I'm gonna go with reload speed as well, because we are definitely going to need that. Yeah, given that you only have one gun, it would be helpful to never have that downtime. Of course, there is the option of doing no reloads, but I'm not doing it for this one because that feels like cheating. Alright, the reload speed is good, but it could be better. Alright, we're gonna need some more infantry. Let's switch back to the thermals. Honestly, it feels correct playing this game with thermals on. The daysight just feels weird. Alright, splash ranged. Definitely gonna be useful. Now, of course, there is an endless mode as well. I'm not doing that for this part, but the endless mode is an option. And I don't think there's a limit to how much you can upgrade as well. Alright, so far so good. Let's just do a quick reload before it gets really crazy. Spawn some more infantry as well, since we have the points to do it. Alright, I'm gonna go with max ammo again. We're up to 36 rounds before we need to reload. Alright, splash range again. Help us deal with groups. Because right now the shots are kind of small. I mean, they are only 30mm rounds. So, it is a problem when you're trying to engage groups where you just have to shoot at them one at a time. Like, it's fine right now because they're all spread apart, but I would rather be able to take out more than one. Alright, we got APCs as well now, so that'll be very helpful. But it does also mean I think there's going to be enemy APCs in a second. Alright, there's a group right here. Yeah, that splash range is not great. Oh, right on time. 100% increase in splash range. Yeah, let's do that. That does feel a lot better. Now you can really draw a line right across them. Obviously when it's not reloading. So that'll be the next thing to focus on. If we get it, I'm definitely going to go with reload speed. I'm actually surprised at how effective the 30 is against vehicles. I mean, they are light armor right now, but it's still surprising. Oh, the reload speed is right there, but damage. 50% damage, I can't say no to that. Alright, let's get these vehicles. I'm sure our APCs can deal with the infantry. Like, we'll help them out, but I want to focus on the armor now. So we're doing some serious damage to that. Oh, this is a tough one. Increasing the max ammo by 7 would be good, but increasing the number of bullets shot by +5. Now, bear in mind, this means one ammo gets multiplied. In other words, every time you pull the trigger, that's how many shots get fired. So this is actually not a bad idea, because it technically means our max ammo is going up by a multiple instead of just 7 individually. That's a very big difference. Yeah, you can definitely see it's making a big difference. We got all the APCs down here right now. I want to see what this looks like. So we got all the Humvees and Bradleys just clustering right here. There we go. Yeah, they can't hold up against that. I think the tanks are going to be a problem still for the 30mm, but everything else is fine. Oh! Never mind, the tanks go down really quickly. I think we may have the ultimate weapon, and this is the weapon you start with by default. This is how strong it is. Alright, I'm gonna go with a reload speed upgrade now. Just keep hitting that tank in the distance, and I'll do the reload. And then we'll get this one now. Yeah, it's seriously not a problem. I think what it is that when you have that many weapons. You're sitting there trying to figure out what to use in each situation instead of just shooting. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, I do feel like it's like spoiled for choice instead of just using what you got. These tanks are messing up our APCs though. Even though we know in real life a Bradley could definitely take on a tank, we also know it probably can't take a hit from a tank. It's not a good thing. So... I'm sure they'll be able to hold out if I left them alone long enough. Right, we're gonna go with the max ammo this time. We could have gone with splash damage, but I don't think we need it. Alright, they are starting to get close. Alright, reload. And then we'll hit this tank down here as well. Like, it looks like I only used like 4 ammo or something like that to take out that tank, but then it's 4 times however many bullets I shoot. Which, given how quickly they're coming out, good luck trying to count that. I mean, if you know the answer, let me know in the comments. But I actually don't know how many I'm shooting per burst right now. I just know it's a lot. And I really need better reload speed. That's the only thing that's really letting this gun down right now. Is just that little bit of downtime. Oh, enemy tank. Take it out. There we go. I think there might be another one. Yes, there is. Increase the number of bullets shot by 5? Sure, why not? So it's now a total of 10 more from the last time. I actually don't know what I meant by that. Man, that's a lot of bullets we're shooting out right now. Oh, we've lost a lot of our APCs. I'm telling you, it's the tanks that are taking them out. I really need to focus them down. Also, I take back what I said about the reload speed. It actually is fast enough. I just haven't been noticing since we've been upgrading it. I keep waiting and thinking it's not done yet. Okay, I'm surprised it's not giving me anything else. There we go. Increase fire rate? Sure, why not? And now it's full auto. And then we have to reload. Alright, let's deploy some tanks. The only problem with this increased fire rate, I can see, is, for starters, the game is starting to bug out a little bit. We need to reload more often. But other than that, this is amazing. There's also a lot of enemies coming, so even this on its own is a struggle. Alright, quick reload. Come on. I'll get that reload speed, yes. I think at this point we are basically an A10. We're not an AC-130 anymore. We're like an omnidirectional A10. Alright, we really need more tanks and APCs again. The problem is they're deploying gunships as well now, so I have to look out for the enemy tanks and I have to look out for their gunships. Increase the number of bullets shot by 5, yes. Alright, we've got some more tanks in the background there. There are so many bullets coming out that the game is actually losing frame rate. That's what's happening right now. It's not your phone, it's not your monitor, it's not your TV. It's the game is starting to lag because we're shooting that many bullets. Let's do reload speed. There we go, reloaded again, let's go again. So it's like a brief pause now. It's not really even waiting for a reload, it's just like take a break for a second, and then there it is, it's back up. Which is useful because this is my screen right now and the number of enemies that I'm barely holding back. We've created an absolutely godlike Bushmaster 30mm. And it's not enough. Yeah, let's go with even more bullets shot. Also, I like that in all that chaos, it was just one guy that was sitting on the base that was causing it to be captured. Wait, hang on. Okay, we still managed to lose the base, unfortunately, because I got distracted by the helicopters in the distance. The number of kills with this one gun, it says 1.9k. That's a lot. Well, that worked out fine. Ish. So let's step it up a notch. We're gonna leave enemy health the same. Enemy damage is also gonna be the same, but we're gonna up the spawn count to 1.5 times and the spawn rate by, let's say, about 20%. Alright, so this map has many avenues of approach. This is a very cleverly designed base in the middle of a mountain valley. There are numerous reasons this is a bad idea, and several of those reasons are coming towards us right now. Alright, let's hit him. Okay, getting the first upgrades. We're definitely gonna go with reload speed. That's what really kind of let us down a little bit early on. And we'll go with the splash range as well. So we can get rid of some of these groups. Max ammo also be helpful. Alright, definitely need to go with damage for the next one. And there we go, 25% damage. And now we sit and wait for the reload. I'm gonna spawn some infantry as well, because they will be helpful. And we'll go with fire rate as well. The fire rate upgrade honestly seems to make the most difference. You really notice it straight away. Oh, there's a big group right here. I want to hit him. No witnesses. The last one just, yeah, right at the end there. He just saw everybody in front of him disappear. Yeah, definitely need a little bit of splash damage upgrade, I think, there. Oh, there's somebody in the base. Hey, if the infantry want to deal with that? No? Okay. We only shoot at people outside the base, not inside. Once they're inside is not a problem anymore, apparently. Alright, we'll go the increased damage now. I'll just keep spawning the infantry as well, because I really think we're going to need them. I mean, they're already dying so quickly, but it's all we got to kind of delay them, even briefly. These guys over here seem to be getting stuck, though. Feels a little bit mean shooting them. I don't really mean that, but... Alright, definitely the reload speed. Because 75%? Yes. Ooh, max ammo upgrade. Yeah, anything to not need to reload would be great. Which again, I know that there is a modifier for that too. I like the challenge, he says, while shooting at enemies that are not moving. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage to the vehicles, I think. That is the issue. Alright, let's get some more infantry out. Oh, they are right on top of us. They're just coming from every direction right now. Alright, there's the damage upgrade that we need. Okay, now we're reliably killing troops very, very, very quickly. We get... Yeah, not doing the same sort of damage to vehicles, though, unfortunately. But we have vehicles of our own. We do have APCs now. Is that a tank? I think that is a tank. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. One of the downsides also on this map, because of the mountains, we do have more bullet drop at some of the longer range targets, because they're actually kind of level with the plane. I mean, not exactly, but they're getting close. Alright, we'll go with splash damage. That'll help. Especially against these groups like this. There's a lot of groups over there. Alright, reload. Let's get some more troops out as well while we're waiting. It is going to take a lot of shots to take out this tank, I think, at this stage. Thing is, though, this is kind of a hard mission on its own, even without increasing the enemy spawn rate. Alright, I'll go with the max ammo this time. You know what we haven't got for a little while is one of those upgrades that increases the number of bullets per burst. That would be really nice right now. Alright, I'll take out that tank there. Who's in the base? There we go. Yeah, that was danger close and a half. I don't like this tank that's shooting at our APCs, though. I had to deal with that. This huge cluster of troops over here. Yeah, I'll grab that reload speed as well. Again, I really want that upgrade that makes us shoot more bullets, because that's just what makes it really good. And that's also one of the things. This is a roguelike sort of game, so the RNG, sometimes you get runs like the last one, and it's just... Yeah, you'd basically turn it into a Gatling gun. Some of those tanks definitely took out our APCs, though. And now they've got gunships as well, like helicopter gunships. Not, you know, a flying gunship. Those I'd be looking up at the sky looking for it. That'd be an interesting concept for a game, though. Like AC-130 gunships, but like they're fighting each other in the sky. Sort of like, there was a game a while ago called Guns of Icarus, which is that idea, but with like airships. I'm thinking that, but with, like, these kinds of AC-130 type gunships. Somebody needs to make that game. Alright, I'll go with more splash range, because why not? Oh, there's a tank right in front of our base here. Come on, just fill them with holes. There we go. More infantry up there. There's some rounding the corner over here. I think there's a guard tower in the way as well. Kind of got to shoot ahead of it. I mean, so far this is still kind of working. It's not as crazy as it was last mission, but this is still kind of working. Alright, got a cluster over here. There's a couple of tanks in there. Increase our splash range again. There's a helicopter over there. Come on, hit the helicopter. There we go. Had to aim up a little bit. Oh, there's helicopters right below me. Hello! Alright, let's just deal with that first. Alright, helicopters, hello. There's one, and there's two. And then there's whatever that is. Just wasting so many shots on the tanks. I really need that damage upgrade. But the game just doesn't want to give it to me. It's giving me fire rate. There's damage. There we go. It's like it knew that I actually needed it. Yeah, this is a problem. That's multiple tanks right here. This is what you need an explosive weapon for. And unfortunately, I do not have one. I mean, the 30mm kind of counts, but it's a small explosion by comparison. Okay, we survived that somehow. Alright, that's a lot of helicopters. Look at that. That's a lot of them. Come on, hit it. There we go. Just sort of vaguely see them. Alright, I'm gonna go with reload speed. I'm not gonna use any of the upgrades to just spam out a bunch of vehicles because I feel like I don't really need to do that yet. I mean, maybe at some point I probably do. But so far, I'm okay. Oh, there's a lot of helicopters over there now too. Alright, we're reloading. Let's get a tank and an APC in. Yeah, we're starting to very slowly get overrun now. Especially because these gunships are shooting at our tanks, and that's what's killing them. Alright, get that splash range in. Oh, base is under attack. People are in there. There's a tank in there too. The tanks are still taking so many hits to take out. Like, this might actually be easier to look at. At this point. Alright, I'm gonna go with the fire rate increase. Yeah, at this point, I probably can go by... Because, like, this will show me which ones are friendlies. Which, I mean, right now there's only one, so... It's not necessary. Like, I think I can go with just this. And it's still accurate. Oh, finally! Alright, you can increase it by 5. I think right now we're firing like 3 or 4 bullets per trigger pull, so this will bring it up to 8. Yes, so now we're actually deleting tanks. So long as I can actually hit them. This is the salvation we needed. Alright, quick reload. Okay, there's a bunch of targets over there. I'm just gonna fire indiscriminately over there. Because I can. And then we're just gonna bring it back over here, and then back over here, and we're gonna reload. And take out that tank in there, and then this one as well. It's a lot easier when you can just do that. Increase our reload speed again. I think at this point we basically don't have a reload time. Oh, I should probably turn the HUD back on. There it is. Yeah, it's probably a good thing to know where the enemy is if they're already inside your base. There we go. And that is a successful mission. So, this one was a little bit more difficult. I mean, the modifiers had something to do with it. But we did get there in the end, even if I didn't get the upgrades I wanted to. So, can you complete a mission with just the basic gun? Yes, you absolutely can. And maybe I'll see how the rest of the guns do if you use them on their own. Or if there's something else you would like me to try in Metal Thunder, let me know down in the comments. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and of course subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.